Arbor Day. Why? Or rather, you might be thinking, we just got done celebrating Earth Day. Why are we now celebrating another piece of, well, Earth? What's next? Ocean Day, Rock Week, Sea Sponge Awareness Month? I kid. While the two may sound similar, Earth Day is actually a relatively recent affair, having first been recognized back in 1970, whereas the roots of Arbor Day run much deeper. On April 10th, 1872, almost 100 years prior, in Nebraska City, Nebraska, J. Sterling Morton held the first Arbor Day. And amazingly, an estimated 1 million trees were planted on that day in Nebraska. It's especially remarkable considering the fact that around that time, the state's population was less than 200,000. From there, the day spread to national recognition and eventually went international thanks to help from the winner of Connecticut's Beard of the Century Award, Birdsey Northrop. I mean, look at that thing. It looks like it's growing into the background of the picture. But he, and I can only assume his pet robin, brought the message of Arbor Day to Japan in 1883 and later Australia, Canada, and Europe. Nowadays, the holiday is celebrated the world over, but the date isn't consistent from country to country. Likewise, traditions and even the meaning of the day can be different as well. Sometimes the name isn't even the same. Typically though, it does always still involve planting a tree of some kind. But in Belgium, the day is synonymous with the fight against cancer. In Niger, each citizen is expected to plant a tree in the continued fight against desertification. Desertification. God, that's a hard word. And even North Korea has a day reserved for its citizens to plant saplings. So clearly trees are important. And just think about the difference we could make if each one of us went out right now and planted one. Okay, well, it might not actually make that much of a difference, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? Allow me to explain. 7.5 billion trees sounds like a lot, and it is, but take a guess right now as to how many of these chlorophyll bastards currently share the planet with us. Leave it down in the comments right now. Pause the video if you need to, but no going to Google. Stop it. I see you. If you're done guessing, estimates say that there are around 3.04 trillion trees on planet Earth. That means that the colossal feat of human effort that I mentioned, all that manpower, all that time, would result in a growth of 0.24%. So what I'm really trying to say is deforestation's a myth. No, I'm joking. My goal is not to rain on any Arbor Day parades that may be happening. Trees are vital to countless ecosystems, a beyond valuable resource, and are even key in fighting effects of climate change since they use CO2 and store large amounts of carbon. I think it's great to have a day where they take root in the public consciousness, and ultimately any amount of trees planted is doing good for the planet. And I also think it's really cool when companies find ways to get in on the spirit of the day. I specifically remember when I was little and McDonald's was giving out saplings in celebration, and I don't know why, but I thought it was awesome. Don't know what happened to that sapling though. I think it died. Well, but what do you guys think of Arbor Day? Should we just lump it in with Earth Day, or does it deserve to stand on its own? Personally, I think trees are a great thing to focus on. With Earth Day, we talk a lot about the environment and what can be done, but it's hard to see individual progress. You can't walk up to the nearest beach and look at the ocean to gauge our effect, let alone your own. Same goes with carbon emission and the ice caps. But with Arbor Day, we have a tangible way to see our influence. Instead of lecturing people about turning off the lights, conserving water, or changing something about their lives in general, we're adding something to the world. Something that has a net positive influence and has every chance of being here when we're gone. But again, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I hope you learned something new. Also, they are in no way sponsoring this video, but if you want, I will include a link down below to the Arbor Day Foundation. You can sign up for a 6-month membership for $10, and 10 trees will be planted in your area. Boy, the way I read that really makes it sound like a sponsorship. But I'll also include links to all the sources I used, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of the rebranded Notepad. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next week.